Good morning, everyone. Day 21. Woke up to rain, sprinkling right now. Looking at the forecast, it's supposed to really start dumping around 10 a.m. this morning, all the way until tomorrow. And we're talking 50 to 60% chance of rain. So I'm going to get wet today. It's going to be a rainy day. I'm going to be walking through rain all day. It just puts a little more hardness into the hike. So anyways, I'll film when I can, and other than that, the phone will be in the pocket. So I'm at Wea Bald Mountain. There's also a tower up here. I'll try to get that snapshot of it. Getting ready for a storm, but I don't know if you can see through all the fog, but it's just beautiful. There is a town down there. If I spin you back around, let's see if I can catch the tower. Oh, I'm not going to be able to see it. I have to get closer. So this is the John B. Byrne Memorial Tower. I'll just scan down so you could all read that. Maybe if I could blow it up. That's your graffiti. I'll take you up to the top. More steps. As you see, we're getting clouded in. Storm's coming in. No views. So as you can see, we're walking down from a mountain into a gap. This is where the clouds are, which is essentially fog. And so I won't be talking to you too much longer on the phone because it's very moist. But just had a lovely conversation with a fellow hiker, Slow and Steady. I just want to remember his name. I'll put a pic right after this video. Had a lot of things in common, and probably stood there 15 minutes talking to him. So great conversation. Also at a lovely park. I think it's called the Burn Park. I could be wrong on that. I forget already. But anyways, had pit toilets there. Had a place to dump your trash, which I did. Lighten up the load a little bit, and very nice roadside park right there. So back on trail, and again, you can see what I'm walking into is just fog and wetness. Definitely windy up at top. Really feels like a big storm is blowing in. We'll wait and see. Talk to you later. So I thought I'll show you a little bit of the trail as I have a conversation. Really knew this, but learned more from a fellow hiker. I have to urinate sometime in the middle of the night. It doesn't matter. It comes at different times. Could be at 2 o'clock, could be 3 o'clock, and I'm not the only hiker. And I told you about the issue when you sleep down in the gaps with all the tenors. All you hear is everybody's zipper on their tents opening up when they have to. So at the last Outfitters, I saw a small Nalgene bottle, which would have solved the problem. I would never have to leave the tent. I could just use the bottle and then empty the bottle in the morning. I didn't buy it. I should have. Okay, it was a mistake on my part. So, talking to this fellow hiker, he says, "Do what women do." And I don't know what women do. You take a large Ziploc bag and you go in that, and when you're finished, you seal it up and you just sit it on the side of your tent, and then you empty it in the morning. And I go, awesome. I would have never have thought of that. And so that's what I'm going to be doing from now on is, I guess, using a Ziploc bag until I get my own Nalgene bottle. So great idea. Love talking to hikers, give you great ideas. Something that I would have thought about. Anyways, here's a little more of the trail. It's easy at this time. We're going downhill. Storm is definitely moving in. It's getting darker. Believe it or not, it's probably around 10 o'clock. And it looks like it's about 7. So, anyways, I'm going to get wet sooner or later. Hopefully it's later. Trying to nurse the right foot to the right ankle a little bit, just to give you a description of what's going on. If you ever walk down a paved road, they usually have a 1 inch or 2 inch lip to the shoulder. If you ever slip one up off one of those, you know what I mean. Your ankle sort of gives you a little jolt. It's not bad when you're home because you just sort of sleep it off and it's usually fine in the morning. But when you do that 10 times a day, and it's both directions, it's not just to the right, it's to the left and to the right, it sort of really weakens the ankle. So I've been really gentle on it today. I've been really trying to make sure of the footing of the right foot. It's probably slowing me down a little bit. But again, I just want to make sure I got a flat footing on it, and I'm taking ibuprofen so that hopefully this thing heals up. It's not going to keep me from walking every day. It does loosen up after a while, but it does stiffen up once I stop using it also. So hopefully right now that's about the only ache I really have. I don't think it's going to keep me from walking, but it is bothersome. Talk to you later. Show you a little bit more of the trail. I have Slow and Steady in front of me. We had just stopped for lunch. We met George, a 19-year-old that actually lives in Georgia that's doing the trail. Trail is actually pretty easy right now. A few roots, but other than that, it's just leaves, soft and spongy, giving my feet a relief, some relief. So the weather keeps changing. I'm hoping that the weatherman is completely wrong and it just blows away, but as long as it doesn't rain, that's fine with me. Foggy. So if you sleep in the lower gaps, it's almost like this every morning. You have to get up super early before you beat it, but the fog or the clouds blow in and they're always moist. So that's why all your stuff always gets wet. Alright, well the trail's this good. I'm going to try to gain some ground. I'm going to turn you off for now. So I'm climbing a mountain right now. I don't know if you can hear it, but the further I get to the top, the more windier it is getting. I don't know if you can hear all that. It's getting nasty. I certainly will not be camping at the top of a mountain tonight. Blow my tent away. So I'm going to have to start looking later this afternoon for something maybe that's halfway up a mountain or halfway down. I don't necessarily want to sleep in the gap either, so we'll have to make that choice when that time comes. But I don't know if you can hear the wind, but it's nasty. So I just remembered something that we were talking about at the shelter, Slow and George and I. As I was walking down the trail and through the mud, I was seeing like bare footprints. And I know I wear Alter Lone Peaks and they got like a little footprint on the bottom. And sometimes you can see that imprint in the mud. But this was a full-grown footprint. And so I was talking to these guys and I go, are you guys seeing the barefoot on the trail or the tracks? And I go, is somebody out here? Is it Cody Codina or something? Long-haired hippie barefoot dude out here walking or something? And they all laughed. He's called the Barefoot Hiker. His name is Nick. He is out here and he's walking barefoot. Unbelievable. I hope I meet this guy. I gotta meet him. So anyways, thought to share that with you. Well, as you can see, this is not my tent. I'm going to spend the night in Cold Spring Shelter. I'm here with George. I took a pic. I'll put it up after the video. Did approximately about 8-9 miles today. I'm tuckered and it looks like we got rain for the rest of the night. So I'm going to try my first time in a shelter. We'll see. talk to you tomorrow. I'm going to end day 21. We'll see you again tomorrow.